Welcome to this short demo for Clarity Consulting's data migration solution called migNon for database experts. Using the tool, you can reduce the costs and risks of data migration by enabling automation and reproducibility of the processes. To demonstrate the working of the software, we will show a typical data migration task where we will migrate data of various data structures to a new database. During the process, the necessary data conversions will occur. In this demo, the source data will come from MS SQL and Oracle databases as well as CSV files. Let's explore migNon's user interface. On the left side, you can see the navigation pane where you can move back and forth between different stages of the process. We are now on the project setup screen where we can create a new data migration task. During migration planning, one needs to accurately define the migrational activity in a form of tasks. These tasks can be created in one of two ways, either by letting migNon automatically discover source databases and generate the task, or by manually creating task description tables in MS Excel. The folders you see contain files with relevant information such as the structures of the input and output tables and the access method of data sources, mapping procedures, and checks to be executed. These parameters are contained in MS Excel files in a way that is easily understandable for business analysts and programmers alike. If we choose to leave the source database discovery part to migNon, it will automatically explore the data structures of the existing source databases and create the necessary Excel tables. These will contain the accurate table definitions and the data type conversion formulas between different database technologies. At the end of the discovery, one can check the results, the created tables and data types, and the details of the created tables. The creation of an executable migration task can be finalized by further refining the Excel tables, resulting from the discovery process. We will demonstrate the phases of the migration process with an already prepared task. As a start, when selecting a task, migNon will offer the execution of the migration phase, that is, loading task immediately. migNon provides a convenient framework for performing test migration cycles, or dry runs, consequent development and refinements of the conversion scripts until the desired characteristics are met and the entire migration procedure can be executed by one click. One can also choose to only run certain phases of the migration. In this case, the system will stop after running the last selected phase and wait for user intervention. This is especially useful during migration testing between two complete dry runs. The migration is executed in 6 distinct phases, shown here. After each phase, the user will be notified if an error occurred while the phase was running. migNon compiles an error report at every stage, stored as logs, and also sends an error ticket to GitLab version control system, aiding troubleshooting. After loading the task, next phase is building tables and procedures. The system builds its own database, where the necessary database transformations will occur based on the migration plan. It also runs the set formulas and procedures necessary for the migration preparation. After this is done, the empty internal database structure is created. The found errors are listed below. For instance, here a data type definition is invalid. You can correct the errors and run a smooth data migration next time. By simply clicking Next, migNon executes the next phase of migration, which is, at this time, checking source data. First, the system checks if the required input data are available and performs various checks on the correctness of the data, such as record number count, minimum-maximum values of record numbers expected, and so on. The system here indicates if the source data structure differs from the plan. Indicated errors can also be checked below. For instance, there is a table here with no columns at all. Advancing to the next phase, the system loads the source data of various structures into the previously built internal database. Meanwhile, the system checks for errors and converts the data from various sources into the required format. Once again, migNon creates a list of errors, aiding in the easy investigation and correction of these errors. For instance, here the system could not load a table. Notice how migNon interactively visualizes the progress of the migration in this diagram, making it easy to check the details of any phase by clicking the corresponding item on the chart. The next step is performing conversions. In this phase, the migrational procedures written by developers are executed. Every detail about the execution is registered, such as running time, error logs, and so on. This enables the optimization of processing time by identifying bottlenecks and causes of errors. As in any other phases, the errors can be checked below. By opening an error entry, migNon will show the exact place of the specific error within the source code. The next phase is result checking and issue handling. First, the system counts the created output records and compares their number with the expectations in the plan. Next, the system executes all the required consistency and data integrity checks. This script runs concurrently and the results are visualized in graphs and tables. After the result verification is done, we can check the details of the results in the table below. If during the check an error is found, migNon creates an issue ticket in the GitLab version control system which contains the detailed error description. These issue tickets are entirely handled and controlled by migNon to avoid duplicates. The tickets automatically close when the error is corrected. Finally, migNon exports the data into data files based on automatically generated export procedures. Checks are conducted at this stage as well. With that, the migration process ended and this graph fully summarizes the results. Thank you for your attention. For more information, visit datamigrationeasy.com. Feel free to get in touch with us. We are happy to help.